Welcome back. So we're back at Kaumo Southwest. We're still looking for bears. I see 2 caves in Kaumo. So we'll hit that one and then that one, and then we'll go up through Owl Tribe country till we hit those 3 up there. And then if we haven't found a bear, I don't know what we'll do. We'll be very sad. Technically we're allowed to hunt again because the pledge was to not hunt until, or not hunt elk or deer until we learned a new spell, and we've learned a new spell. Persuading the forest with a bread. I don't think I will ever use that spell, but that's okay. I don't use most of my spells. I only use the spells I don't know, like the bear skull spell. That was a mild exaggeration because I use general sacrifice all the time. Okay, blah blah blah, let's go. Let's have something to drink. Oh, our reindeer is still good, so we should cook that before we head out again. We still have a little over 300 things drying. Tomorrow, 2 days, 3 days. I like not being tied to things that are on a timer. So let's take off our skis, drop everything except the cords and the elk bone. We do want the torches. We don't want the feathers. I guess we can keep the branches. Those are bird tracks. And we can drop those in the dumpster. And there's our cooking rock. Sweet. Let's not waste a fresh bone on him just now. Got too many bones on the go. So we get our 3 branches and our slender trunk. And set that down. Start a fire. Start a fire. Okay. And take off. Does that come off? I'm not sure. Probably not. Okay. I'm just inclined to cook everything. Dried, 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 dried. Berries, dried, dried. Smoked, smoked, dried, 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 dried. Okay. Actually, we should do those last. Maybe not. Let's just keep those. I shouldn't have taken them out if I was going to keep them, but I've changed my mind before, and I changed my mind again. Give Shadow a little treat. Okay. Actually, let's eat something. Presumably something we just cooked. Bland. Okay. We're definitely putting those on. Let's put on the Masterwork stuff for sure. Unless it's a duplicate. Now let's put on the fine woolen undershirt. Looks good. The fine woolen overcoat looks good. Our only coods is just a regular coods, so put that on. Let's see how that looks. Did we not put our helmet on? Did we not? There it is. We did not put it on. Okay, let's see how that looks. Our neck's kind of vulnerable, so we will put our male cowl, not that one on. So our upper arms and our torso to some degree. Yeah, there's not much point in not putting on our leather belt. Let's look at the fur shirt. It covers us all the way down to our wrists. So even though it's 7 pounds, I think that's 7 pounds well spent. Really well covered against tear and fairly well covered against squeeze. So let's look at squeeze again. Okay, remember that. Now we'll put on our, it's not it, that's it. Oops. It basically protects us from the shoulders down to the knees against squeeze. But it weighs so much. But the other clothes we can drop. Is that all we have is clothes? I think so. So if we're fighting a bear, we're going to have a fine javelin and our spear and maybe our broad knife. And that's it. So that's 11%. If we don't have our hauberk on, %. But we're still looking great against tear. Remember, it's covering us from our shoulders to our knees, which is all at worst above average. Our thighs are above average, and then everything else is even better than that from our shoulders to our knees. So I don't think we really need it. And it's going to slow us down, presumably. If we decide to hunt, you know, if we get bored with going from cave to cave and we see something, we might hunt. Is that done? Yeah. That's the last of the meat. And we don't need these because they're duplicates. They're very nice, but I'm already wearing some masterwork leather shin guards right here, so I don't need these as well. All right, coming out tomorrow. I'm just not that keen to wait for this meat. So let's, we're vigorous, it's early afternoon, let's go. Must have left my stuff somewhere. Didn't leave it in the dumpster, did I? Oh, I'm carrying some of it, okay. Yeah, we're going to leave our bare teeth behind until we get that spell. I don't think it's right to use a spell that you don't know yet. Just because you know it's in the game. Just out of curiosity. Nah, we're still doing 7, but we'll drop to 6 a lot sooner, like with less fatigue than we would. We're saving 3% by not lugging that metal monstrosity, as I call it, on the Unreal World forums around. Okay, we do need some bones. Let's see how those look. And we do need some food. Okay, we'll run around until this food is gone, and then we'll hunt or something. That seems fair. And by running around, I mean going from cave to cave, or trying to find new caves on the way. Got my knife, got my axe, got my spear, got my dog bone, my doodad, got my torches, got some food for the dog, maybe 1 reindeer bone. Well, that didn't change our penalty. Our penalty went up because of the food, but oh well. Okay, so the caves that we know of. This one to the north is closer, but if there's nothing there, then I'd have to go to this one next. And sort of, well, no, it makes more sense to go to this one first, I think. Because then I can go from this one and explore this stuff. And there might be a cave there. Whereas if I go to this one, I'm basically passing by this one and not going in it is the equivalent of what I'm doing. Now, I could explore some of this stuff if I do this one first. But I think there's a lot more. Anyway, I'm doing the closer one first. I'm fed and watered. I've got the things that I want. And off we go. If I find out that there are no hibernating bears in this game, I won't be happy. If I knew a village was going to be right here, maybe I should have brought more meat so I could sell it, but oh well. I could have, yeah, I should have known there was definitely a way to arrange a visit to a village without going out of my way. Oh well. We're still lively, so we're going to make it to the first cave. Hello. Okay. He picked a bad time to run into me. Wheels. One of those. Thought he was rushing at me. I'm over here, bro. Let's see where he's going. It's a little far. Oh, is that his dog? Must be. No shadow. I got a little boo-boo. So that was shadow. There was no other dog. And we can drop some of this NERP stuff at one of our shelters with a cellar. Wield. I remember how petrified I was of NERPs for the first, I don't know, 20 hours that I played this game. Because you don't really know how strong they are. And then you hear that they wear lamellar, which is the best armor in the game. But if you get unlucky with your RNG, sure, they can kill you, but, or if you aren't dressed for the occasion. But it's been a while since I had a real adrenaline rush from a fight within Europe. And it's usually because I'm worried about my dog. Okay, so there's the cave there. Take off our skis. Drop everything except our spear and a javelin. Pick up a torch and doesn't really give you any indication of how much is left on the torch, but why did I bring an elk bone with nothing on it? Okay. No. Where's the cave itself? Oh, here it is. Oh, the dog came with. That was what I wanted to avoid. This is a weird cave. I don't know if I'm on the outside or the inside or where the cave begins, and I didn't mean to leave my gear that far from the cave entrance. Hope I can find it again. I might not be able to find it until morning. Where the heck was it? I can find the bone that's near it, but that doesn't help much. Is this not the best content you've ever seen? Oh my goodness, I almost never didn't come here because I'm like, well, it's not there because that's okay. Fed you so you'd stay away from the danger. Okay, this has to be the cave here. Yeah. No. I don't know how sound of a sleeper a bear is. Well, the dog disappeared. Does that mean the bear ate it? Lit my torch. No bear. No bear. Just doesn't feel like a bear would ever be in one of these places for some reason. Sigh. Okay. Onwards and upwards. We shouldn't be wearing our skis yet. Even though we're going downhill. Seems a little risky. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, where are we? Oh, yeah. Explore cave, no bear. So we'll head for this shelter over here. Kaumo East, I guess it's called. Kaumo East. I blew the approach. Oh, come on. There's some squirrel tracks. And there it is. Nothing in the cellar. We'll drop our food there. Let's not forget it in the morning. There's a bit of clothing already here that we left. Don't like the dog on that bone pile. Skis off, drop everything. I'll have a drink in the morning. Excuse me. Okay. I guess I'll wear these. And the rest of them I'll leave here. Like the rest of the clothes, I mean. I guess I'll bring the spear with me. If I hire someone, I might need an extra spear that I don't mind losing type thing. Feed the dog. Excuse me. Okay, grab the food and let's get out of here. Oh, and grab his bone. Let's drop the bone that is useless. And rest off our fatigue. Put on our skis, wield our ski stick. We're only nourished. I guess that fox meat isn't very filling. Now we can go. This really feels futile, but I hope it's not just a certain time of day that bear like spawn in their hibernating place. Of course, that wouldn't make any sense at all, but I've been in a lot of caves and haven't seen any bears. Take off my skis. Find the cave entrance. Is it over here? Yes. Can a bear climb up there? Would there be bear tracks at a cave that contained a bear? I think so. That's why this just doesn't feel right. But anyway, drop everything but one of those, and where's our spear? Oh no. Oh no. Well, it's not the end of the world. I'll find it. For now, I'll use this spear. Has to be either at the shelter or at the last cave, right? I think it has to be at the shelter. I just don't know why it would have gotten separated from the rest of my gear. What the heck? There has to be a logical explanation, so I just can't think of it right now. Torch. As long as I didn't set it on fire, we'll be okay. Torch. Wield. Spear. Yeah. Okay. No bear. Excuse me. Ski stick. Oh wait, we're still at the cave, so we can't wield our skis yet. Or put on our skis yet. Okay, now we can. And explore cave, no bear. And we'll head back to this shelter where I expect to find my spear. Not there, not there, there for some reason. Okay, panic averted. Well, not quite averted, but panic, smothered, panic, ended. That's not the word. I'm looking for a word like a fire that you put it out. Extinguished. Thank you. I'm actually a pretty bright guy, just I'm a terrible speaker because the words don't come quickly enough for me to spit them out. It's like my processor. I've got a big hard drive, but a very slow processor. Okay. Still lively. Yep, days are definitely getting longer when there's sun in the early evening. That's nice to see. But no caves, or no new caves discovered, unfortunately. Make sure the dog is still with us. Beginning of soil month, so it's March. So when we kill the bear, it might not have winter fur, which will be a tragedy, but I just want to find the bear. It's possible bears have stopped hibernating now. I wouldn't think in February, but maybe the game... Yeah, that's enough. If I can't see it all, let's go to sleep. Take off my spear. Throw my elk bone. Eat something. Excuse me. Take off my skis. Drop everything. And go to sleep. Okay, early morning. Pick up my food. No, feed the dog. You know how this works. Yes, I wish to cancel. Excuse me. Put on my skis, wield my ski stick, and call the dog. There's a wild boar. This is where it was. I think that's where it was too. But I don't see any tracks, so goodbye, wild boar. And we're back in Owl Tribe lands, territory. We shouldn't go too far east, I guess, because the caves are quite a bit off to the west, the caves that we know of. Hopefully we'll find some rapids soon. So we've got to cross this territory that we've already explored. Then we'll get back into territory we haven't. All right. I think he was one west of here, wasn't he? Wield my Kaumo spear. It's like these robbers, they're so keen to find someone, and I'm almost equally keen to find them just so they'll break up the monotony. Oops. But maybe it's not robbers. What happened? He snuck right up on me. That's okay. Oh well. There was a brief panic when he was suddenly there. I had sort of talked myself into being sure that it was robbers, when usually it isn't. There's some reindeer. Gotta go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.